Have you ever felt trapped by the relentless cycle of negative thoughts, wondering if you could ever break free? This book, Inner Dialogue, Transforming Negative Thoughts into Strength, dives deep into the transformative power of our inner voice, linking it to the essential themes of my YouTube channel, Brainpower Blueprint. Over the next 9 chapters, you'll explore concepts such as neuroplasticity, habit architecture, and resilient self-belief, providing you with an actionable blueprint for change. So, embark on this journey, test each idea in your daily life, and imagine your future self recounting a powerful success story. Remember, meaningful change starts the moment you turn the page. Inner Dialogue, Transforming Negative Thoughts into Strength, compiled and published by Brainpower Blueprint. Chapter 1, The Voice Within. Have you ever paused to truly listen to the whispers of your inner voice? Our internal dialogue wields an undeniable power, shaping how we view ourselves and the world around us. As we embark on this journey of transformation, understanding the voice within us is the first crucial step toward unlocking our potential and fostering a mindset that empowers rather than undermines. By recognizing that the words we say to ourselves can either ignite motivation or stifle ambition, we can learn to shift the narrative and guide our thoughts toward success and strength. The core concept of this chapter revolves around the essence of our inner dialogue. This voice, sometimes critical, often discouraging, and frequently a source of self-doubt, can become our fiercest adversary if left unchecked. But what if you could change that voice instead? By nurturing an understanding of your inner thoughts and redirecting them toward positivity, you lay the groundwork for a more fulfilling, purposeful life. Studies consistently highlight that our mindset can reshape our experiences. Research by psychologist Carol Dweck reveals that individuals who adopt a growth mindset, seeing challenges and failures as opportunities for growth, outperform those stuck in a fixed mindset. This powerful insight demonstrates that altering your inner dialogue is not just a nice idea. It's a proven strategy for change. I remember a time when my internal dialogue was dominated by negativity. Each setback in my life felt magnified, dominated by harsh self-criticism. After a difficult project at work, I sat in my car, feeling defeated and disappointed. Suddenly, I caught sight of my reflection in the mirror. In that moment, I realized I had 2 choices: to stay trapped in self-pity or to acknowledge my feelings and then actively reframe my thoughts. I took a deep breath, visualized my goals, and slowly began to replace those critical thoughts with affirmations of my capabilities. It was a small but significant shift, the kind that opens doors and unfurls hope. What you voice to yourself stands in the way of your potential or paves the pathway to it. Embracing the concept of your inner voice as a powerful ally rather than an antagonist is the key to personal evolution. When you begin to speak kindly to yourself, you plant the seeds for growth and resilience. Rather than feeling overwhelmed by your thoughts, you gain clarity and confidence, enabling you to chase after your aspirations. Be intentional. Curate conversations in your mind that celebrate your strengths and acknowledge your possibilities. Your words possess the power to mold your reality. Embrace the idea that your inner dialogue can transform limitations into opportunities. Every supportive word you speak to yourself can amplify your sense of agency and create ripples of change in every facet of your life. As you reflect on your journey and the inner voice that accompanies you, remember that every positive affirmation fuels the fire of self-belief and contributes to writing a future imbued with promise and strength. It's time to embrace that dialogue and begin shaping the narrative of your life. Embrace awareness, challenge negativity, and voice affirmations. These 3 simple steps can serve as your personal blueprint for transforming the inner dialogue that can shape your life. By actively engaging in these practices, you're not merely contemplating change. You are establishing a proactive approach to taking control of your thoughts and, consequently, your life. To begin your journey with awareness, set aside quiet moments during your day to tune in to the thoughts that race through your mind. For instance, when faced with a challenging situation, pause and listen to the soundtrack of your internal chatter. Ask yourself what you're saying. Are you criticizing? Are you belittling your efforts? This moment of reflection will allow you to identify and recognize the recurring negative themes. It's in this awareness that the seeds of change begin to sprout, enlightening you on how often you might unknowingly sabotage your own progress. Once you've established this awareness, move on to challenging negativity. This is where the power truly lies. Consciously grapple with those critical thoughts as they surface. For every negative statement you identify, counter it with a positive alternative. For instance, if a thought arises stating, "I always fail," flip it to, "I have learned from past experiences, and I'm capable of succeeding." This act of mentally reprogramming your thoughts cultivates resilience and shifts your focus toward a constructive path, instilling a newfound confidence within you. Remember, with practice, this method becomes a natural response rather than a daunting task. Now, transition into voicing affirmations and celebrate the significance of positive self-talk. This third step can breathe life into your transformed inner dialogue. Craft affirmations that resonate with your aspirations and values, repeating them regularly to forge a solid connection with your goals. Begin with simple affirmations like "I am capable" or "I am deserving of success," and gradually build them into more personalized statements that reflect your dreams. This commitment to vocalizing your strengths helps to solidify your belief in them, reinforcing positivity as a cornerstone of your journey. As you cultivate this new inner dialogue, you will inevitably face moments of doubt or setback. That's a natural part of growth. However, whenever this misalignment occurs, return to your blueprint and practice these steps with patience and compassion towards yourself. Acknowledge the experience, but do not dwell on it. Success blossoms in those who embrace resilience, and resilience flourishes where self-kindness lives. Visualize the empowering journey you're on, crafted through the harmonious collaboration of your thoughts and emotions. Each time you engage in your three-step process, you gently chip away at old habits and simultaneously foster an environment where your potential can flourish. Picture yourself navigating life's challenges with ease and grace, equipped with fresh, motivating language that encourages instead of discourages. This invigorating perspective allows you to imagine your accomplishments, transforming from mere thoughts into tangible realities. Remember, the utmost promise underlying this blueprint lies in the acknowledgement of your capacity for growth. Commit to actively participating in this transformation, reaping the benefits of a supportive inner voice. As you embrace positivity, challenge negativity, and repeat affirmations, you shape not just your thoughts, but the entire narrative of your life, propelling yourself toward a future of limitless possibilities. Your path of transformation begins here, grounded in the belief that your voice within can guide you anywhere your heart desires. Consider Lisa, a dedicated teacher who yearned to inspire her students but often struggled with self-doubt. One day, after receiving critical feedback from peers on her teaching methods, she initially felt disheartened. Instead of succumbing to defeat, Lisa embraced a growth mindset. She viewed this feedback as an opportunity to reflect and adapt her teaching approach. Determined to improve, she sought out additional training and incorporated new strategies in the classroom. Over time, her students thrived, engaged more deeply, and even expressed their gratitude for her evolving teaching style. Lisa's journey exemplifies the growth mindset in action, transforming challenges into stepping stones for personal and professional development, ultimately becoming a beacon of inspiration for her students and fellow educators. To truly internalize the principles of a growth mindset and foster positive change in your life, consider these reflective prompts that encourage self-application. How might you begin to recognize and challenge the negative thoughts you encounter in your daily life? Reflecting on this can illuminate patterns that you may not have been conscious of before. Additionally, how might you reframe a recent setback or criticism into a learning opportunity? Embracing this perspective empowers you to shift your focus from failure to growth. Finally, how might you incorporate daily affirmations into your routine to reinforce your strengths and aspirations? This practice can create a powerful ripple effect, transforming your inner dialogue into one that consistently motivates and uplifts you. As you embark on this journey of self-discovery and transformation, remember this key takeaway. Your inner dialogue has the power to either limit or liberate you, so choose words that ignite strength and possibility within. By understanding and reshaping the voice inside your head, you are effectively rewiring your mindset for success and resilience. This blueprint for change starts with embracing awareness, challenging negativity, and voicing affirmations, all of which set the stage for a more empowered version of yourself. As we move into the next chapter, get ready to dive deeper into identifying negative thought triggers. These triggers often lie in the shadows of our consciousness, subtly influencing our perceptions and actions. Together, we will shine a light on these aspects of your mental landscape, helping you take even more confident steps toward growth. And remember, if you find value in this journey, subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint. Join me as we explore the intricacies of self-improvement, unlocking the hidden potential that lies within you. Chapter 2. Identifying Negative Thought Triggers. Have you ever found yourself spiraling into self-doubt without even knowing how you got there? Understanding the specific triggers that evoke negative thoughts is a vital step toward reclaiming your mental clarity and establishing a path for growth. In this chapter, we will delve into recognizing these thought triggers and understanding how they subtly shape your perception of yourself and your abilities. By shining a light on these patterns, you can begin to dismantle the barriers that keep you from unlocking your true potential. The chapter's core concept is rooted in awareness and understanding. By identifying the moments that provoke a negative inner dialogue, you can take proactive steps toward changing your thought patterns. Imagine a scenario where you receive constructive criticism at work, and instead of feeling inspired to improve, you hear an inner voice berating your lack of competency. This reaction usually stems from underlying triggers, whether related to past experiences, fear of failure, or even comparisons to others. The beauty of awareness is that it provides you with the tools to observe these triggers without judgment, allowing you to shift your perspective and redirect your thoughts. Research supports the importance of awareness in transforming our inner dialogue. A study by psychologist Judith Beck highlights the link between negative thinking patterns and emotional distress. By mapping out the triggers that lead to these harmful thoughts, you can create a roadmap to navigate your emotions more effectively. Consider the story of Mark, who worked as a sales professional. Whenever he faced rejection, a familiar wave of self-doubt washed over him. He realized that certain phrases his boss used during past evaluations acted as triggers, propelling him into a rabbit hole of negative self-reflection. Instead of accepting this cycle as a harsh reality, Mark chose to confront it. He began to note when these thoughts surfaced, naming them directly, which allowed him to separate those feelings from his true identity. By pinpointing the source of his self-doubt, Mark began reframing his thoughts, transforming what could have been disheartening into invaluable opportunities for growth. Now, let me leave you with an empowering reframe. These thought triggers do not define who you are. Rather, they are insights helping you understand your emotional responses. Categorizing and naming these triggers enables you to establish a dialogue with yourself that is constructive and nurturing. This awareness becomes a supportive foundation, creating space for healthier, more resilient thoughts to flourish. Recognizing that your triggers exist within a context allows you to process them without heaviness or guilt. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by these thought patterns, approach them with curiosity and compassion. This valuable shift opens the door to self-discovery, ultimately equipping you with the emotional intelligence needed to navigate life's ups and downs. As you reflect on your inner landscape and embrace the process of identifying negative thought triggers, remember that each acknowledgement brings you one step closer to cultivating a richer, more fulfilling life. It is a significant milestone in your journey toward transformation, laying the groundwork for a brighter and more empowered future. Observe your thoughts, identify specific triggers, and recognize patterns of negativity. By following these 3 straightforward steps, you place yourself in an empowered position to take charge of your inner dialogue and transition from mere awareness to meaningful action. This blueprint not only helps clarify the nature of your negative thoughts, but prepares you to open the door toward a mindset that encourages growth and resilience. As you engage in this process, begin to observe your thoughts throughout your daily life. Carry a small notebook or use a notes app on your phone. Consider setting specific times during the day to reflect on your inner dialogue, perhaps at midday during lunch or in the evening before bed. Jot down moments that evoke a strong emotional response, especially those linked to self-doubt. This practice nurtures awareness and offers insights into which situations or events trigger your negative thinking. When you start to catalog these moments, you will begin to notice patterns, revealing themes and providing clarity about the common factors contributing to your emotional responses. Next, identify specific triggers that arise within these moments. Emotional triggers can stem from a variety of sources: conversations with people, high-pressure situations, or even memories of past experiences. For example, a simple interaction with a colleague might unknowingly prompt insecurities if there are underlying feelings of inadequacy associated with that person or situation. Acknowledge these triggers thoughtfully. Rationalizing their impact will empower you to address each instance with compassion instead of judgment. By reframing your perspective, you can replace feelings of despair with an understanding that these triggers reflect not your capabilities, but rather your past challenges that shaped your current responses. Once you've observed your thoughts and identified triggers, focus on recognizing patterns such as the frequency or intensity of your negative responses. Perhaps you notice that certain environments, like work meetings or social gatherings, tend to amplify your self-critique. Understanding these patterns provides you with the opportunity to create strategies to manage these emotional responses actively. For example, if you notice you're often more self-critical in large settings, consider arriving early to engage with familiar faces, or practice breathing techniques that soothe higher stress levels before entry. Transformational changes occur when you become attuned to these nuances, recognizing that emotions can be proactively managed rather than suppressed. Lastly, embrace the realization that identifying negative thought triggers is not a sign of weakness, but a profound form of strength. By confronting and dissecting what influences your emotional state, you open the floodgates to personal growth and clarity. Each time you acknowledge a trigger, you dismantle the power it has over you, turning it into newfound knowledge that builds emotional resilience. The inner dialogue you nurture serves as the foundation for change, fundamentally reshaping your responses from fear to empowerment. Approaching this journey with kindness and patience is essential. The continuous self-exploration will inspire a healthier internal narrative, ultimately promoting a perspective that aligns with your aspirations rather than dragging you through self-doubt. As you step forward, remember that each moment of discovery shines a light on your path toward greater emotional well-being, inviting you to cultivate a voice that consistently champions your growth. Your evolving awareness serves as an invaluable ally, empowering you to replace fear with possibility and self-doubt with unshakable self-belief. Meet Maya, an aspiring graphic designer who faced rejection after submitting her portfolio to several creative agencies. Initially disheartened, she chose to adopt a growth mindset rather than dwell on her disappointment. Maya systematically analyzed the feedback she received, identifying areas for improvement in her work. Instead of viewing rejection as a dead end, she saw it as an opportunity for refinement. She enrolled in online courses to enhance her skills, experimented with different design techniques, and actively sought mentors in the industry. Over time, her enhanced portfolio reflected her growth, leading to a successful job offer. Maya's story exemplifies how embracing setbacks as learning experiences fosters resilience and transforms dreams into reality. To deepen your understanding and practical application of identifying negative thought triggers, consider these reflective prompts that can guide your journey. How might you create a daily ritual that encourages you to observe your thoughts without judgment? Reflecting on this can help cultivate awareness and make it easier to recognize patterns over time. Additionally, how might you reframe a recent setback in your life as a thoughtful learning opportunity? This shift in perspective can empower you to embrace challenges as necessary steps toward growth. Finally, how might you share your experiences with trusted friends or mentors to gain additional insights into your triggers? This connection can foster support and enhance your journey of self-discovery. As we conclude this chapter, remember that identifying your negative thought triggers is an essential step in rewiring your mindset for success. Recognizing these triggers allows you to reclaim your personal power and craft a more positive internal dialogue. Armed with this awareness, you can ignite a pathway toward growth and resilience, laying the groundwork for a brighter future. In our next chapter, we will explore ways to replace self-doubt with confidence, equipping you with tools to transform your challenges into opportunities. If you're finding insights and inspiration in this journey, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, where we will continue to unveil strategies to empower your personal development. Chapter 3: Replacing Self-Doubt with Confidence. Have you ever found yourself standing on the edge of an opportunity, only to be pulled back by a voice in your head that says, "You can't do this"? The battle between self-doubt and self-confidence can feel overwhelming at times, but it's a fight you can win. Learning to replace self-doubt with unwavering confidence is not just about silencing that inner critic. It's about actively cultivating a mindset that propels you toward your goals. By reframing how you view your abilities and expectations, you can discover untapped reservoirs of potential lying beneath the surface. The core concept of this chapter focuses on transforming your inner narrative from one that fosters self-doubt into one that shouts empowerment and possibility. It can be incredibly freeing to realize that self-confidence isn't necessarily about being perfect or always succeeding, but rather about believing in your capacity to learn, adapt, and grow. Research conducted by psychologist Amy Cuddy showcases the profound impact body language can have on our self-perception. Cuddy's work reveals that adopting powerful body language can actually alter the way we see ourselves and how others perceive us. By harnessing this insight, you can embody confidence through your actions and change the perception of your abilities, reshaping your self-image. To illustrate this concept, let's consider the story of Jake, a young software developer who grappled with debilitating self-doubt every time he presented his projects to colleagues. Every presentation felt like a performance he wasn't capable of delivering. Undeterred, Jake embarked on a journey to replace his self-doubt with confidence. He utilized Cuddy's research by practicing power poses just before each presentation, transforming those moments previously filled with anxiety into opportunities for self-expression. Instead of viewing these presentations as potential failures, Jake reframed his approach. He began to see them as chances to share his passion for his work and to grow from constructive feedback. Gradually, he noticed a shift in how he presented himself and, as a result, how others responded to him. The more he embraced this newfound confidence, the more proficient he became in presenting his ideas, ultimately leading to praise from his peers and recognition from his superiors. This journey reminds us that self-doubt is not a permanent state. It can be challenged and changed. The power to replace self-doubt with confidence lies within you, waiting to be ignited. Each time you consciously decide to act in alignment with the confident version of yourself you wish to embody, you reinforce a new narrative. With small but meaningful actions, such as embracing positive affirmations or recalling past successes, you can create a ripple effect in your self-belief. Rather than viewing mistakes as indicators of unworthiness, start to see them as stepping stones toward mastery. Embracing this mindset shift will empower you to take bold actions and invite you to engage fully with your life. Confidence is not about being infallible, but rather about owning your journey, mistakes included. Celebrate every small victory, for they build resilience and faith in your abilities. The journey to replacing self-doubt with confidence is a continuous process. Hold on to the belief that you are capable of achieving greatness, one empowering thought at a time. Acknowledge your strengths, challenge negative beliefs, and cultivate a support network. Following this concise 3-step blueprint will empower you to actively replace self-doubt with confidence. Each of these steps not only guides you to recognize your inherent abilities, but also equips you with the tools needed to foster an environment of positivity and growth in your life. First, begin by acknowledging your strengths. Take a moment to reflect on your unique qualities and achievements, however small they may seem. Create a dedicated space, whether a notebook or a digital document, where you can regularly jot down not just your accomplishments, but also the skills that set you apart. This practice fortifies self-belief, reminding you of how much you've already achieved and how capable you are of overcoming future challenges. Imagine reading through your list during moments of uncertainty, finding inspiration in your own words when self-doubt tries to rear its head. Next, challenge negative beliefs that creep into your consciousness. It's vital to recognize that these beliefs often stem from experiences or comparisons that distort your self-perception. For instance, when you find thoughts such as, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed," surfacing, confront them directly. Ask yourself, what evidence do I have to support these thoughts? Often, you'll find that they lack a solid foundation. Instead, replace them with affirmative assertions like, "I am continually growing, and my past experiences have equipped me with valuable lessons." This shift in thinking signals to your brain that you believe in your inherent ability to tackle challenges, turning the tide from self-doubt to self-assurance. Cultivating a support network is the third step on this transformational journey. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift and encourage your growth. Often, our social contexts play a significant role in how we perceive ourselves. Seek out mentors, peers, or friends who can offer constructive feedback and celebrate your progress alongside you. Engaging in discussions about self-doubt can provide new perspectives, reminding you that you are not alone in your struggles. Sharing your aspirations and fears will also create accountability. Naturally, your support network will help remind you of your strengths when self-doubt threatens to drown out your confidence. Collaborating with others who understand your journey can provide the communal strength needed to break through barriers. The journey toward replacing self-doubt with confidence is one of patience and persistence. Trust that every effort you make serves as an essential building block for your self-esteem. Transforming self-perception does not happen overnight, but the conscious decision to embark on this path is a significant first step. Each moment you choose to embrace your strengths, challenge your doubts, and strengthen connections fuels your personal growth. Think of your mind as a garden. It needs nurturing, care, and deliberate weeding to flourish. Every positive thought you cultivate enhances the overall well-being of your mental landscape, bringing forth the flowers of self-confidence and resilience. Finally, reinforce the understanding that confidence is intrinsically connected to taking action. With each small step you take, be it speaking up during a meeting or sharing your ideas with a friend, you reinforce your belief in your own capabilities. Remember, replacing self-doubt with confidence is an ongoing practice. As you engage in this process, visualize the empowered version of yourself, embarking on new adventures with courage and curiosity, ready to face whatever opportunities or challenges attract you. Embrace this transformative journey with an open heart and a willingness to thrive beyond yesterday's limitations. Consider Tara, a novice public speaker who once trembled at the thought of addressing an audience. After her initial presentation was met with mixed feedback, instead of retreating into self-doubt, Tara embraced a growth mindset. She analyzed the feedback constructively, identifying both strengths and areas for improvement. Determined to grow, she signed up for a local speaking club, honing her skills through practice and support from fellow members. Each speech became a stepping stone as she gradually transformed her anxiety into excitement. With dedication and persistence, Tara not only became a confident speaker, but also inspired others in her community to confront their fears, embodying the essence of a growth mindset in action. To deepen your journey of replacing self-doubt with confidence, consider these reflective prompts to encourage self-application and personal growth. How might you identify a recent experience where self-doubt held you back, and what would it look like to reframe that situation as a learning opportunity? Engaging with this question can help shift your perspective on setbacks and illuminate pathways to growth. Additionally, how might you cultivate a daily affirmation practice that reinforces your strengths and builds confidence? This regular commitment can become a powerful tool for transforming your internal dialogue. Finally, how might you seek feedback from a trusted friend or mentor to gain clarity on your strengths? Sharing your journey with someone supportive can provide valuable insights and encouragement as you navigate the path ahead. As we come to the end of this chapter, remember that replacing self-doubt with confidence is crucial to rewiring your mental framework and igniting your potential for growth and success. Embrace the power of acknowledging your strengths, challenging negative beliefs, and fostering a supportive network to cultivate a more confident version of yourself. In our next chapter, we will dive into transforming criticism into growth, exploring how to harness feedback as a constructive tool for development rather than a setback. If you're enjoying this journey of self-discovery, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, where we continue to unveil the strategies that empower you to thrive. Your path to self-confidence is taking shape, and exciting transformations await. Chapter 4. Turning criticism into growth. What if the very feedback you dread could be the catalyst for your greatest triumphs? Learning to transform criticism into growth is one of the most empowering skills you can develop. Rather than viewing feedback as a source of anxiety, embrace it as an opportunity to cultivate resilience and hone your abilities. This chapter is dedicated to reshaping how you respond to criticism, guiding you through a constructive process that helps you achieve your potential by turning every piece of feedback into a stepping stone toward success. At the heart of this chapter is the vital concept that criticism need not define you. Instead, it can serve as an invaluable tool for improvement. Feedback often accompanies a sense of vulnerability, as it challenges you to reflect honestly on your actions and choices. However, viewing criticism through a lens of growth reframes your experience, empowering you to extract lessons that ultimately equip you to tackle your goals head-on. By accepting that perfection is unattainable, you can approach every critique with curiosity and a desire to learn. Research in the field of emotional intelligence emphasizes the significance of receptivity to feedback. A study by psychologist Vanessa Druskat found that individuals who actively seek out, understand, and utilize feedback are more likely to achieve their personal and professional goals. Take, for instance, the story of Sarah, a passionate writer who longed for her voice to resonate within the literary community. When her first article received a slew of critical comments, she felt crushed and disheartened. However, instead of resigning herself to despair, Sarah decided to face the criticism head-on. She took the time to meticulously read through each comment, noting both positive points and constructive suggestions. By reframing her initial disappointment into an opportunity to deepen her craft, Sarah learned to separate her identity from her work. This empowering shift allowed her to see through her critics' eyes, ultimately leading her to refine her writing and discover her authentic style. With each rewrite and every feedback session, she embraced the process instead of fearing it, inspiring her to keep going as a writer. Now, let me present a bold, reframing statement. Criticism is not your enemy. It is an insightful companion on your path to growth. Each time you encounter feedback, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Transforming your perception of criticism can lead to breakthroughs in your personal and professional journeys. Instead of viewing criticism as a judgment on your worth, see it as a valuable insight that can inform and enrich your development journey. By diligently cultivating this mindset, you'll strengthen your resilience, empower your aspirations, and foster an inner dialogue that continuously encourages personal growth. Rather than shying away from the discomfort of feedback, recognize that it is a natural part of progress. Embracing criticism opens the door to new possibilities, weaving resilience into the very fabric of your character. Each learning opportunity, regardless of its presentation, contributes to a richer understanding of yourself and your potential. This chapter serves as an invitation to lean into that discomfort and use it as a catalyst for personal development, knowing that the power to transform is always within your grasp. Embrace feedback, extract valuable lessons, and take decisive action. This three-step blueprint empowers you to transform criticism into powerful opportunities for growth and self-improvement. By taking a proactive approach to feedback, you can set the stage for continuous development and build resilience in all aspects of your life. Begin by embracing feedback wholeheartedly. Shift your perspective toward an openness to receive critiques as they come. Think of each piece of criticism as a personalized guide, helping you navigate your journey of self-discovery and achievement. The moment you view feedback as a tool rather than a threat, you cultivate an internal culture that values growth, learning, and transformation. Remember, the people offering feedback often have insights or experiences that can enlighten your path. So remain receptive and humble as you consider their words. The second step is to extract valuable lessons from the feedback you receive. When criticism stings, it's easy to become defensive and dismissive, but this response stifles growth. Instead, make it a habit to analyze feedback critically and thoughtfully. After receiving any critique, take a moment to pause, breathe, reflect, and write down what you can learn from it. Identify patterns in the feedback you receive. If multiple sources point out a common area of improvement, it's time to see those observations as areas that require your attention. By systematically extracting lessons from the feedback, you not only refine your skill, but enhance your self-awareness and develop clarity about the areas where growth is needed. The final step in this empowering blueprint is to take decisive action based on the lessons you've identified. Knowledge without application limits your growth potential. Begin by establishing realistic, actionable goals based on the feedback received, whether it involves improving a skill, fostering a new habit, or refining your approach to problem solving. Create a tangible action plan that outlines specific steps you can take to integrate the insights derived from the feedback into your daily routine. Setting measurable milestones can help track your progress effectively and motivate you to keep moving forward. Celebrate your achievements along the way, as each action taken, not just successful outcomes, reinforces the commitment to learning and significant personal development. Consider the experience of Ravi, who faced harsh criticism after leading a team on a critical project. Instead of retreating and feeling defeated, Ravi diligently embraced the feedback. Applying the three-step blueprint, he accepted critiques from his colleagues and spent time dissecting the points raised, reflecting on how he could prevent similar mistakes in the future. He recognized that communication was a pivotal challenge in the project, which prompted him to seek additional communication skills training. Taking decisive action, Ravi implemented new collaboration techniques in the next project, facilitating clearer dialogue among his team members. As a result, the subsequent project thrived, and he emerged not just as a more competent leader, but as a source of inspiration for his peers. By viewing criticism through the lens of growth, you unlock the potential for continuous improvement in your life. Embrace the nuance of feedback, extract the lessons offered, and take deliberate actions that bring about positive change. Each piece of criticism serves as a stepping stone toward a more profound understanding of your skills, leading you toward the realization of your goals. As you progress on this journey, allow each lesson learned to elevate you, reinforcing the belief that growth is possible and is within your grasp. Meet Alex, a high school basketball player who struggled with shooting accuracy. After a crucial game where his missed shots led to a loss, he received feedback from his coach, highlighting specific areas for improvement. Instead of feeling disheartened, Alex embraced the criticism, viewing it as a valuable opportunity to grow. He dedicated his weekends to practicing shooting drills, focusing on the techniques suggested by his coach. Each missed basket became a lesson rather than a failure. By the end of the season, Alex's confidence soared as his skills dramatically improved, leading his team to a championship win. His journey exemplifies how a growth mindset can turn challenges into triumphs, cultivating resilience and determination along the way. To enhance your ability to transform criticism into growth, consider these reflective prompts that can guide your self-application. How might you redefine a recent piece of feedback you received by viewing it as an opportunity for improvement rather than a personal attack? This shift in perspective can significantly alter how you receive and respond to critiques. Additionally, how might you create a feedback journal to track lessons learned from critiques and monitor your progress over time? This practice can cultivate a deeper understanding of your growth journey. Finally, how might you engage a trusted friend or mentor for constructive feedback on your work or efforts? Their insights can provide a fresh perspective and further facilitate your development. As we wrap up this chapter, remember that transforming criticism into growth empowers you to rewire your thought processes and ignite your path to success. Viewing feedback as a constructive tool equips you with the ability to evolve and expand your potential. In our next chapter, we will explore how to reframe negative thoughts for success, providing you with strategies to harness your mental energy and direct it toward achieving your goals. If you are finding these insights valuable, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, where we continue to delve into actionable ideas that empower your journey. Every step you take toward embracing feedback brings you closer to unlocking your fullest potential and achieving personal mastery. Chapter 5. Reframing Thoughts for Success. Have you ever found yourself trapped in a cycle of negative thinking, wondering how to break free and propel yourself forward? The power of reframing your thoughts can be the key that unlocks your full potential and paves the way toward success. In this chapter, we will explore how shifting your mindset from limiting beliefs to empowering thoughts can transform not only your outlook but also your actions. Reframing allows you to take control of your narrative, letting possibilities emerge where obstacles once seemed insurmountable. The core concept of this chapter revolves around the mindful practice of reframing, transforming negative thoughts into constructive perspectives. What if, rather than saying, "I'm going to fail," you told yourself, "This is a chance for me to grow and learn"? That simple switch can completely alter your emotional response and inspire action. Research has shown that cognitive reframing not only enhances resilience, but can also significantly boost performance in various areas of life. A study published in the journal Emotion highlighted that individuals who actively practiced reframing their negative thoughts experienced heightened emotional flexibility and improved coping strategies in challenging situations. By adopting a new lens through which to view your experiences, you empower yourself to respond with confidence instead of fear. Consider the story of Maya, an ambitious entrepreneur who faced several setbacks while launching her startup. After a particularly challenging pitch to investors, resulting in harsh critiques, she was tempted to retreat into self-doubt. Instead, she decided to embrace the power of reframing. Instead of focusing on the negative feedback, Maya asked herself what constructive lessons she could glean from the experience. By shifting her perspective, she recognized the valuable insights that could enhance her business strategy. Instead of perceiving the situation as a failure, she framed it as an opportunity to refine her pitch and better align her product with market demands. Through this reframing, Maya not only improved her business approach, but also cultivated a deeper, unwavering confidence in her abilities. This journey reinforces the belief that every obstacle can serve as a stepping stone for growth if we learn to view it differently. By reframing your thoughts, you can dismantle the walls of self-doubt that cloud your vision and replace them with an empowered outlook that fosters resilience. When you consciously practice this skill, you create a habit of action oriented towards success, eliminating the paralyzing mental constraints that often accompany negative thinking. Ultimately, reframing your thoughts involves acknowledging the truth of your emotions while simultaneously challenging their validity. It's a profound realization that takes time and practice, but will be invaluable as you navigate life's uncertainties. With every conscious effort to reframe, you position yourself closer to achieving your goals, adopting a mindset that primes you for success and growth. Remember, the lens through which you view your experiences is powerful, for it shapes your reactions and ultimately determines your path forward. Your success story starts with the thoughts you choose to embrace. Reframe negative thoughts, focus on the positive, and take inspired action. Following this 3-step blueprint will not only help you shift your mindset, but empower you to harness the full potential of your thoughts in pursuit of success. By applying these steps, you'll transform challenges into opportunities and cultivate a resilient mindset that propels you forward. To begin, start by reframing your negative thoughts. Each time you identify a limiting belief, consciously rewrite that narrative into a more empowering statement. Instead of thinking, "I'll never be able to do this," try shifting it to, "I am capable of learning and growing through every challenge." This strategic reframing allows you to take control over your perception and sets the stage for taking inspired action. Whenever self-doubt creeps in, take a moment to consciously rewrite that inner dialogue. Over time, this habit will become second nature. Next, focus on the positive aspects of your experiences. Instead of just fixating on what hasn't gone right, remind yourself of your past successes, no matter how small. Celebrate those victories and leverage them as reminders of your capabilities. By placing your attention on positive outcomes, you initiate a shift in your emotional landscape that can enhance motivation and confidence. Consider keeping a success journal where you write down achievements and compliments you receive. Reflecting on these positive affirmations can fortify your belief system and enable you to view setbacks as mere diversions on the path to your goals. Taking inspired action is the third step in this transformative process. It's vital to pair your new mindset with tangible steps toward your aspirations. Think of the reframing process as laying the groundwork for a house, while taking action constructs the beautiful structure that is your success. Set specific, realistic, and achievable goals that align with the new beliefs you've adopted. Each time you act bravely, whether it's trying out a new project at work, sharing an idea in a meeting, or challenging yourself with a new skill, you begin building momentum. This momentum acts as a catalyst, driving you further along your path toward success, reinforcing your newfound ideas, and shaping a strong and resilient identity. Consider Isla, an artist who had always battled negative thoughts regarding her creativity. After taking the three-step approach to reframing, she began to shift her perspective dramatically. Instead of viewing rejection from galleries as a reflection of her talent, she repurposed that feedback as a chance to refine her craft and communicate her vision more effectively. With renewed enthusiasm, she sought workshops that would help elevate her skills. As she documented her progress in her success journal, Ila's confidence soared. Each small, bold step she took not only strengthened her creative voice, but ultimately led to her art being showcased in a well-respected exhibition. This journey beautifully illustrates the essence of reframing thoughts for success. It's not merely about discarding negativity, it's about nurturing a growth-oriented mindset that welcomes challenges. With every effort to reframe and shift your thinking, you're remapping the neural pathways of self-belief and readiness. As you embrace this mindset, celebrate the small wins. They are all part of your greater success story. Recognize that stumbling blocks can become stepping stones when approached with the right mindset, pushing you to envision a future full of possibilities and accomplishments. In doing so, you will empower yourself to navigate the world with resilience, adaptability, and an unshakable belief in your potential. Meet Ben, a software developer who faced repeated setbacks while working on a challenging project. After receiving constructive criticism from his team about his code, he could have easily felt discouraged and given up. Instead, Ben chose to adopt a growth mindset. He took a step back, reframed the feedback as an invaluable opportunity to improve his skills, and sought out resources to enhance his programming knowledge. Taking online courses and collaborating with colleagues, he diligently worked to refine his approach. Each obstacle became a lesson, and with persistence, Ben not only completed the project successfully, but also gained newfound confidence in his abilities. His journey exemplifies how embracing feedback can ignite continuous growth and resilience in the face of challenges. To deepen your understanding of reframing thoughts for success, consider these reflective prompts to ignite your self-application. How might you identify a recent negative thought you experienced, and what steps can you take to reframe it into a more empowering statement? Engaging with this question encourages awareness and proactive mindset shifts. Additionally, how might you incorporate positive experiences into your daily routine, perhaps by creating a success journal to capture moments of achievement? This practice can help reinforce positive thinking and bolster your self-confidence. Finally, how might you challenge yourself to take one specific action this week based on a newly reframed belief? Committing to this action can propel you forward and strengthen your growth mindset. As we conclude this chapter, remember that reframing your thoughts not only rewires your mindset, but also ignites your potential for success. By replacing negative narratives with empowering beliefs, you are actively crafting a new blueprint for your life that allows you to embrace challenges with confidence and resilience. In the next chapter, we will delve into the power of harnessing positivity, exploring how a positive mindset can transform your experiences and propel you toward your goals. If you found value in this journey, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, where we'll continue uncovering strategies designed to elevate your mindset and empower your journey. Your ongoing evolution awaits, and every step forward brings endless possibilities. Chapter 6. Harnessing the Power of Positivity. Have you ever noticed how a simple shift in perspective can brighten your entire day? The power of positivity is more than just a fleeting feeling. It can reshape your experiences and propel you toward success. In this chapter, we will explore how harnessing a genuinely positive mindset can lead to greater resilience, creativity, and ultimate fulfillment. By actively cultivating positivity, you equip yourself with the tools to navigate life's challenges while embracing opportunities with open arms. At the core of this chapter is the understanding that positivity isn't about ignoring life's difficulties. Instead, it entails approaching challenges with a mindset that sees the potential for growth and learning. Research has shown that adopting a positive outlook is not just beneficial for mental well-being, it can enhance physical health as well. A groundbreaking study from the University of North Carolina found that individuals with a positive disposition tend to have stronger immune systems and recover more quickly from illness. By nurturing a positive mindset, you foster resilience that extends beyond your thoughts, manifesting into your physical and emotional well-being. Consider the story of Jess, a marketing professional who faced overwhelming stress during a crucial campaign launch. As deadlines loomed and pressures mounted, she realized that her negative thoughts were affecting her performance and interactions with her team. Instead of spiraling deeper into anxiety, Jess made a conscious decision to focus on positivity. She began each day by writing down 3 things she was grateful for, instantly shifting her focus to the positive aspects of her life and work. By practicing gratitude, Jess cultivated an optimistic mindset. During team meetings, she fostered an encouraging environment that allowed creativity to flourish rather than panic to ensue. The idea of celebrating small victories became embedded within her team culture, ultimately leading to a successful campaign launch and renewed enthusiasm for their projects. Jess's journey exemplifies the transformative power of positivity in action. This experience illustrates a bold reframing statement. Positivity is a choice that empowers you to shape both your inner dialogue and your external reality. Every moment presents a new opportunity to embrace positivity. Whether through practicing gratitude, finding joy in small accomplishments, or reframing challenges as stepping stones for growth. By acknowledging the choice you have in how you respond to life's events, you can cultivate a mindset that makes room for greater possibilities. Moreover, it's essential to recognize that positivity is not about suppressing emotions or denying hardships. Rather, it involves acknowledging those feelings while deliberately choosing to focus on the potential outcomes that offer hope, inspiration, and growth. This purposeful propensity for positivity can strengthen not only your resilience, but also your ability to inspire those around you, creating an environment ripe for success and innovation. As you move through life, embrace the empowering notion that your mindset plays a pivotal role in determining how you experience each moment. By nurturing positivity, you weave a narrative filled with possibilities, encouraging yourself to boldly pursue your dreams while lifting those around you as you forge your own path. Cultivate gratitude, focus on solutions, and celebrate progress. This 3-step blueprint is designed to help you fully harness the power of positivity in your life. By implementing these simple yet effective actions, you can shift your mindset and create an atmosphere conducive to growth, resilience, and success. Begin by cultivating gratitude in your daily life. This practice helps you consciously recognize the positive aspects of your experiences, no matter how small. Start each day with a gratitude ritual, where you list 3 things you appreciate. These can range from significant achievements to simple pleasures, such as enjoying a warm cup of coffee. By grounding yourself in gratitude, you create a powerful mental shift that allows you to acknowledge abundance rather than scarcity. As you embrace this practice consistently, it becomes a habit that permeates your thoughts, leading you to notice and appreciate positive encounters and moments throughout your day. Next, focus on solutions rather than problems. It's all too easy to get caught up in negativity when faced with challenges, but this approach restricts your ability to generate effective solutions. Whenever you encounter adversity, take a moment to step back and assess the situation. Ask yourself, what can I do to move forward from here? By actively seeking solutions, you train your brain to remain focused on possibilities rather than obstacles. This empowerment allows you to reframe challenges as opportunities for innovation and growth, igniting creativity and resilience in both personal and professional contexts. For instance, when Alex, a project manager, was confronted with an unexpected budget cut, he chose to focus on crafting a revised plan that centered on optimizing existing resources. His positive mindset enabled the team to brainstorm creative solutions, ultimately resulting in a successful project that came in under budget. Finally, celebrate progress, no matter how small. Recognizing even the tiniest achievements is a key element of maintaining a positive mindset. After completing a task or reaching a benchmark, acknowledge your efforts and give yourself credit. This simple act reinforces a sense of agency and accomplishment, motivating you to keep pushing forward. By fostering a habit of celebration, you also cultivate an environment where success becomes contagious. Those around you are likely to feel inspired to pursue their own goals passionately. For example, Sarah, a college student, made a point of celebrating each exam she completed throughout the semester. Even small victories like finishing a challenging paper were opportunities for recognition. This practice not only kept her motivated but also helped reduce her stress levels during finals. As you embrace these steps, let go of any guilt associated with past negative thinking habits. Instead, focus your energy on new possibilities for growth and fulfillment. Recognize that every moment presents a chance to choose positivity, and that shifting your ingrained patterns takes time. With each effort toward cultivating gratitude, focusing on solutions, and celebrating progress, you gradually build a robust foundation for a more optimistic outlook. Remember, the essence of positivity lies in your hands. You hold the power to reshape your experiences and perceptions. As you commit to this journey, watch as each moment becomes an opportunity for insight, inspiration, and a deeper connection to your aspirations. Embracing the power of positivity not only transforms your life, but also uplifts those around you, creating a ripple effect that fosters a shared journey of growth and possibility. Meet Liam, an aspiring chef who faced numerous challenges while trying to establish his own restaurant. After failing to secure funding for his dream project, he felt disheartened, but chose to adopt a growth mindset. Rather than dwelling on the setback, Liam reframed his situation, viewing it as an opportunity to enhance his culinary skills and business acumen. He enrolled in cooking workshops, connected with successful restaurateurs for mentorship, and even shadowed chefs at local eateries. Each step he took, including learning from mistakes and failures, fueled his determination. Eventually, Liam not only secured funding but also opened a restaurant that quickly gained a loyal following, illustrating how embracing challenges can lead to profound personal and professional growth. To help you apply the insights gained from harnessing the power of positivity, consider these reflective prompts that encourage self-discovery and personal growth. How might you integrate a daily gratitude practice into your routine to cultivate a more positive mindset? Reflecting on this can help you shift your focus toward the abundant aspects of your life. Additionally, how might you challenge yourself to reframe a recent setback into a learning opportunity, and what solution-oriented steps can you take moving forward? Embracing this inquiry can transform your approach to challenges. Finally, how might you create a habit of celebrating your small achievements to reinforce your progress and maintain motivation? This practice can instill a sense of accomplishment and encourage continued growth. As we conclude this chapter, remember that harnessing the power of positivity can significantly rewire your mindset and ignite your potential for success. By recognizing the gifts of gratitude, focusing on solutions, and celebrating your achievements, you create a dynamic blueprint for a fulfilling and resilient life. In our next chapter, we will delve into transforming fear into action, exploring how to overcome the barriers that hold you back from pursuing your goals. If you're finding resonance in this journey of self-discovery, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, where we continue unlocking powerful strategies to elevate your mindset and inspire your growth. Your journey toward greatness is just beginning, and exciting transformations await. Chapter 7: Overcoming Fear with Action. What if fear was merely a stepping stone on the path to your greatest achievements? Fear is a universal experience, but it doesn't have to paralyze you. In this chapter, we'll explore how taking action in the face of fear can empower you to break free from constraints and realize your dreams. The essence of overcoming fear lies in transforming it from a barrier into a catalyst for personal growth and progress. By embracing action as a response to fear, you can shift your perspective and unlock new opportunities in your life. The core concept of this chapter revolves around understanding that fear can be reframed as a natural response that signals growth. Instead of viewing fear as something to avoid, see it as an indication of a new challenge on your horizon. Every time you encounter fear, whether it's a daunting public speaking engagement, the prospect of starting a new job, or making a significant life change, recognize that these moments provide an opportunity to expand your horizons. Research supports this idea. Studies conducted by psychologist Barbara Fredrickson highlight that when individuals engage in action despite their fear, they tend to experience an increase in emotional resilience and greater overall well-being. This evidence reinforces the notion that confronting fear fosters not just growth, but also a deeper connection to your feelings and aspirations. To illustrate this transformation, let's consider the story of Mark, an introverted software engineer who yearned for career advancement but felt constantly held back by his anxiety. Whenever an opportunity arose for him to present, he would find himself retreating into a cocoon of self-doubt. Realizing that fear was restricting his professional growth, he took a courageous step forward. Mark decided to tackle his fear head-on. He began by volunteering to lead small team meetings, fostering a supportive environment where he could share ideas without fear of judgment. Through each positive experience, he gleaned insights and constructive feedback, gradually accumulating confidence with each subsequent presentation. As Mark faced his fear, he found that it transformed into excitement rather than dread. Each success, no matter how small, reinforced his belief in himself. Mark's story illustrates a bold, reframing statement. Fear is not a barrier, it is a doorway. When confronted with action, fear can lead to self-discovery and breakthroughs that ultimately shape your journey. By embracing this mindset, you start to see fear as a precious companion on your path to achievement. Every action taken in the face of fear is a commitment to personal growth, a signal that you are ready to step into your potential. This shift in perception allows you to navigate life with a sense of purpose and courage, taking the first steps toward your goals even when uncertainty looms large ahead. Remember that within you lies the power to move beyond fear. As you actively choose to confront and engage with it, you begin to forge a deeper connection to your aspirations and a more fulfilling life. Embracing action transforms fear into fuel, propelling you forward on the journey toward your dreams. Acknowledge your fear, take small steps, and celebrate each victory. This three-step blueprint serves as your roadmap to transform fear into positive action, empowering you to face challenges head-on. By embracing these steps, you will cultivate courage and resilience that can fuel your journey towards success. Start by acknowledging your fear. Instead of denying or suppressing it, take a moment to really sit with the emotions you're experiencing. Write down what you're afraid of, and allow yourself to feel those feelings without judgment. By naming your fear, you strip it of some of its power over you. Recognizing that fear is a natural part of being human opens the door to understanding that it can coexist with your aspirations. This acknowledgement is the first step in reclaiming control, allowing you to manage fear rather than being managed by it. Next, take small steps to confront that fear. If the thought of public speaking leaves you trembling, start by practicing your material in front of a mirror or a trusted friend instead of facing a large audience right away. Gradually increase the challenge. Perhaps progress to speaking in front of a small group before moving to larger ones. Each small step builds your confidence, reinforcing the reality that you can take action despite your fear. It's essential to remember that progress is incremental. Celebrate each effort as an achievement, helping you shift your perspective on what fear means in the context of growth. Finally, make it a habit to celebrate each victory along the way. Each small step you take brings you closer to overcoming your fear, and recognizing your efforts is critical in reinforcing positive behaviors. When Mark finally led a successful team meeting after months of practice, he rewarded himself with a relaxing evening with friends. This act of celebration fortified his resolve and motivated him to continue pushing beyond his comfort zone. By treating your progress as significant, you create a pattern of empowerment that solidifies the mindset that fear can be confronted rather than avoided. The journey toward overcoming fear is a deeply personal one, and everyone's experience is unique. However, it's crucial to remain patient and compassionate with yourself during the process. When moments of self-doubt arise, revisit your blueprint. Acknowledge the emotions, take small, actionable steps, and celebrate your progress. This cycle reinforces your ability to face fear and continues to unfold new opportunities for growth. Embracing action in the face of fear cultivates a mindset that thrives on possibilities. Each moment of courage not only propels you forward, but also strengthens your sense of agency over your life. Your dreams and ambitions blossom only when you transform the anxiety associated with fear into a powerful impetus for growth. Remember that every time you step forward, you expand your comfort zone and open yourself up to new experiences. In doing so, you'll find that your fears become less intimidating and your aspirations more attainable. This transformative process gradually builds a resilient mindset that sees challenges as milestones along your journey. As you commit to acknowledging, acting upon, and celebrating your victories, you ignite a pathway toward a fulfilling life, marked by optimism, resilience, and the boundless potential that lies within you. Overcoming fear is not the absence of anxiety, but the celebration of courageous actions that lead to truly exhilarating adventures in life and personal discovery. Consider Sarah, a graphic designer who feared presenting her concepts to clients. After receiving critical feedback on her previous presentations, she felt paralyzed by self-doubt. Instead of letting that fear dictate her actions, Sarah chose to embrace a growth mindset. She tackled her anxiety by practicing her presentations in front of friends and seeking constructive feedback. Each time she faced her fear, she saw it as an opportunity to improve her skills rather than a failure. Over time, her confidence grew, transforming her approach to client meetings. Eventually, Sarah delivered a standout presentation that not only won over her clients, but also led to ongoing projects. Her journey illustrates how confronting fear with action can lead to growth and success. To deepen your engagement with overcoming fear through action, consider these reflective prompts designed to encourage personal application and growth. How might you identify a specific fear that has been holding you back, and what small steps can you take today to confront it? Reflecting on this question can help you create a direct action plan for facing your fears. Additionally, how might you track your progress as you take these small steps, perhaps through a journal or a progress chart? This practice can reinforce your growth and motivate you to keep pushing forward. Finally, how might you celebrate your accomplishments, no matter how small, to acknowledge your courage and reinforce your positive journey? Recognizing these moments can create a powerful feedback loop that fuels further growth. As we conclude this chapter, remember that embracing action in the face of fear is a powerful way to rewire your mindset and ignite your potential for greatness. Each courageous step you take not only pushes the boundaries of your comfort zone, but also lays a fresh blueprint for a fulfilling and successful life. In the next chapter, we will delve into the art of strengthening your emotional resilience, exploring strategies that will empower you to bounce back from challenges with greater confidence and self-assurance. If you're finding value in this journey, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, where we continue to uncover transformative tools designed to support your growth. Your journey is unfolding, and exciting possibilities await as you step into your power. Chapter 8. Strengthening your emotional resilience. Have you ever felt like life's challenges were too heavy to bear? The truth is, emotional resilience is not just about bouncing back. It's about thriving in the face of adversity. This chapter will explore how to cultivate emotional resilience, allowing you to navigate through life's ups and downs with grace and confidence. By actively developing this skill, you empower yourself to adapt, overcome, and grow stronger from every experience, transforming challenges into opportunities for personal development. The core of this chapter centers on the idea that emotional resilience can be strengthened over time, just like a muscle. When you intentionally engage in practices that bolster your emotional well-being, you redefine your capacity to handle stress and adversity. Research has shown that individuals with strong emotional resilience are not only better equipped to face challenges, but also enjoy improved mental health and overall life satisfaction. For instance, a study published in the Journal of Happiness Studies highlighted that people who actively engage in social connections and practice self-care during difficult times demonstrate significantly higher emotional resilience and recover more quickly from setbacks. Consider the story of Emma, a high-performing sales executive who faced an unexpected job loss due to company restructuring. Initially overwhelmed by feelings of uncertainty and loss, she recognized this pivotal moment as an opportunity to cultivate her emotional resilience. Emma began incorporating daily practices that uplifted her spirit, such as mindfulness meditation, journaling, and reaching out to her network for support. Rather than succumbing to despair, she reframed the situation, viewing it as a chance to explore new career avenues that better aligned with her passions. This shift allowed her to approach her job search with renewed energy and determination. With each passing week, Emma's emotional resilience grew stronger as she embraced vulnerability and honed her ability to adapt, ultimately leading her to a fulfilling new role that reignited her passion for her work. This process teaches us a powerful reframe. Emotional resilience is not about avoiding difficulties, but rather about developing the tools to navigate through them. By fostering your emotional strength, you cultivate a deeper understanding of yourself and your capacity for growth. Embracing this journey enables you to transform challenges into valuable life lessons and enrich your experiences. As you embark on your path to strengthen your emotional resilience, consider the importance of nurturing self-awareness. By becoming more attuned to your emotions, you can identify triggers and patterns that influence your responses to stress. Acknowledge your feelings without judgment and allow them to flow through you. This practice brings clarity in times of turbulence and lays a solid foundation for emotional growth. In addition to cultivating self-awareness, engaging in meaningful social connections is vital. Surrounding yourself with supportive individuals creates a sense of belonging and understanding, reinforcing your ability to navigate challenges together. Remember that you are not alone in this journey. Seeking and offering support can bolster not only your resilience, but also uplift those around you. Ultimately, strengthening your emotional resilience is a lifelong journey, one that offers profound insights into your strengths, values, and aspirations. By choosing to embrace this path, you initiate a transformative process that propels you beyond mere survival, encouraging you to thrive in all areas of your life. Your capacity for resilience expands as you acknowledge your emotions, practice self-care, and reinforce your support network, paving the way for a more empowered and fulfilling existence. Reflect on your emotions, cultivate supportive relationships, and embrace life lessons. This 3-step blueprint will empower you to strengthen your emotional resilience, enabling you to navigate life's challenges with confidence and grace. By actively engaging with these steps, you can build a more robust foundation for coping with adversity and turning it into personal growth. Start by reflecting on your emotions. Give yourself the time and space to understand what you're feeling. Journaling can be a particularly effective tool for this task. Write freely about your feelings without holding back. This practice will illuminate patterns in your emotional responses and create a deeper understanding of triggers that may affect your resilience. Recognizing and naming your emotions is a powerful step toward control. By acknowledging what you feel, you enable yourself to address those feelings constructively, rather than letting them dictate your responses. Reflection is not about staying stuck in negative emotions. It's about giving yourself permission to experience them without judgment, so that you can learn and grow from the experience. Next, cultivate supportive relationships. Surrounding yourself with positive, understanding people can significantly enhance your emotional resilience. Make an effort to connect with individuals who uplift and inspire you, whether it's friends, family, or mentors. Share your experiences and feelings with them. The act of vocalizing your thoughts can lessen the weight of emotional burdens and reveal supportive perspectives you may not have considered. Research has shown that social connections play a crucial role in enhancing emotional resilience. A study from the University of Michigan found that individuals with strong social ties reported lower levels of anxiety and a greater ability to cope with stress. Engaging with a community that fosters positivity provides a foundation from which to draw emotional strength during challenging times. Finally, embrace the life lessons that adversity brings. Instead of viewing challenges as setbacks, reframe them as opportunities for growth. Each obstacle you encounter carries with it valuable insights that contribute to your emotional education. When faced with difficulties, take a moment to ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? For instance, if you experience a setback at work, rather than dwelling on disappointment, consider what skills you can develop or improve upon as a result: communication, problem-solving, or time management. This reframing allows you to build your resilience by viewing challenges through a lens of capability and opportunity, rather than fear and defeat. As you put this blueprint into action, remember that emotional resilience is cultivated over time. Each step you take, reflecting on your emotions, nurturing relationships, and learning from life's trials, reinforces your ability to adapt and thrive. Allow yourself to be patient with the process. There will be moments of difficulty where fears and insecurities rear their heads. During those times, remind yourself that discomfort can ultimately lead to growth. Imagine the future you, a version of yourself that faces adversity not with dread, but with an emphasis on opportunity and positivity. By embedding resilience into your mindset, you create an inner strength that becomes a launching pad for greater achievements. As you navigate the complexities of life, approach each challenge with an open heart and mind. Your emotional resilience will strengthen, transforming hardships into windows of opportunity where you can emerge wiser and more capable than before. The art of bouncing back is not merely about enduring. It's about flourishing with a sense of purpose and empowerment as you learn to rewrite the narrative of your life. Meet Laura, a high school teacher who faced significant challenges when her students struggled to grasp complex concepts. Initially frustrated, she decided to embrace a growth mindset. Instead of blaming her teaching methods, Laura reflected on her approach and sought feedback from her students. She learned about their learning preferences and adapted her teaching style to be more interactive and engaging. Laura incorporated group activities and hands-on projects, encouraging students to collaborate and learn from each other. Each time a student showed improvement, she celebrated their success, reinforcing their belief in their abilities. Through her dedication and willingness to adapt, Laura transformed not only her teaching but also her students' confidence and performance, exemplifying the power of a growth mindset in action. To encourage a deeper exploration of strengthening your emotional resilience, consider these reflective prompts designed to inspire self-application and growth. How might you identify a recent challenge you faced, and what specific lessons did you learn from that experience? Engaging with this question can help you uncover insights and strategies that will enhance your resilience moving forward. Additionally, how might you nurture your relationships by reaching out to a friend or mentor for support during tough times? Cultivating connections can provide a valuable support system that reinforces your emotional strength. Finally, how might you create a daily practice of reflection, perhaps through journaling or meditation, to enhance your self-awareness and emotional understanding? This practice can serve as a powerful tool for personal growth and fortifying your resilience. As we conclude this chapter, remember that strengthening your emotional resilience enables you to rewire your response to challenges, empowering you to navigate life's ups and downs with greater confidence and grace. By reflecting on your experiences, nurturing supportive relationships, and embracing lessons from adversity, you are crafting a powerful blueprint for personal growth. In our next chapter, we will delve into the essential skills for cultivating healthy boundaries, exploring how they can significantly enhance your well-being and relationships with others. If you're finding value in this journey, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, where we continue to unveil transformative insights and strategies designed to enhance your personal development journey. Your path to resilience and fulfillment is unfolding, and the best is yet to come. Chapter 9. Creating lasting inner peace. Have you ever wondered if true inner peace is just an elusive dream, or can it be a tangible reality in your daily life? In this chapter, we will explore the essential practices that enable you to cultivate inner peace, fostering a sense of balance and tranquility amidst the chaos of life. By proactively embracing these techniques, you can unlock a lasting sense of serenity that empowers you to face challenges with confidence and grace. Inner peace isn't merely a fleeting moment. It is a state of being that can be nurtured and maintained through intentional practices and self-awareness. At the heart of this chapter is the understanding that cultivating inner peace requires consistent, conscious effort. It starts with creating a space in your life for calm and reflection. Establishing a daily practice, be it meditation, deep breathing, or a serene walk outdoors, provides you with an opportunity to pause and center yourself. Research supports this notion. Studies have shown that engaging in mindfulness practices can significantly reduce stress and anxiety levels, leading to a greater sense of overall well-being. In one relatable study from Harvard University, researchers found that just minutes of mindfulness meditation daily can optimize stress levels and train the mind to remain focused in the present moment, grounding you even amidst distractions. Take the story of Jenna, a busy marketing executive who often felt overwhelmed by her workload and personal commitments. Struggling to find balance, Jenna realized that her hectic lifestyle was robbing her of peace and joy. After reading about the benefits of mindfulness, she decided to dedicate 10 minutes each morning to meditation. Sitting quietly in her favorite chair, she focused on her breath, letting the worries of the day fade away. To further enhance her practice, Jenna began incorporating brief mindful moments throughout her day, breathing during breaks, practicing gratitude, and taking intentional pauses to appreciate her surroundings. Gradually, she felt the weight lift from her shoulders, enabling her to approach work and life with renewed clarity and calm. The transition towards inner peace is often replete with moments of discomfort, yet it's vital to understand that discomfort is part of the journey. A bold, reframing statement to consider is this: inner peace is not about eliminating stress or chaos. It's about your capacity to respond to life's challenges from a grounded place of serenity. Embracing this mindset allows you to navigate turbulence with grace, reminding you that your inner state can remain intact despite external circumstances. As you deepen your practice of cultivating inner peace, remember that each small commitment leads to profound change over time. Scheduling moments of stillness into your day serves as a powerful ritual that enhances your ability to face challenges with resilience. It can feel challenging to prioritize self-care amid the demands of daily life. Yet fostering an environment of calm ultimately enhances your ability to engage more fully in your relationships and responsibilities. Imagine the relief that comes with approaching each situation with a sense of poise and assurance. By tangibly investing in your inner well-being, you unlock the potential for deeper connections and a more fulfilling life. leading to a lasting inner peace that harmonizes your emotional landscape. As you embark on this journey towards tranquility, remember that every step taken toward nurturing your mind and spirit lays the foundation for authentic, enduring peace. Embrace your path with compassion, knowing that inner peace is an attainable reality built upon moments of reflection, mindfulness, and self-awareness. Reflect on your triggers, prioritize self-care, and cultivate mindfulness. This 3-step blueprint is designed to help you effectively create lasting inner peace and empower you to navigate life's challenges with a calm and centered mindset. By integrating these steps into your daily routine, you lay the groundwork for a tranquil inner landscape. Start by reflecting on your triggers. Understand the situations or stressors that disrupt your sense of peace. Journaling can be a beneficial method for uncovering these triggers. As you write, explore the circumstances that leave you feeling anxious or overwhelmed. This act of reflection not only enhances your self-awareness, but also encourages you to identify patterns that contribute to external stressors invading your inner calm. By understanding what disrupts your peace, you can take proactive measures to mitigate those stressors and respond more skillfully in the future. Next, prioritize self-care. Often, the hustle of daily life causes us to neglect our own needs, leading to increased stress and decreased well-being. Identify activities or practices that bring you joy and relaxation, whether it's taking a long bath, practicing yoga, or simply enjoying a good book. Make a conscious effort to schedule these self-care moments into your week. When you prioritize your well-being, you equip yourself with the emotional strength needed to maintain inner peace in the face of life's challenges. Recognizing that self-care is not a luxury but a necessity allows you to cultivate a balanced life. Finally, cultivate mindfulness in your everyday experiences. Mindfulness involves being present and fully engaged in the moment, enabling you to still your mind amidst distractions. You could start by implementing simple practices such as mindful breathing, focusing on the sensations around you, or observing your thoughts without judgment. Apps and guided meditations provide excellent support for incorporating mindfulness into your routines effectively. By doing so, you train your mind to be more resilient to stressors, allowing for an enhanced ability to respond calmly instead of reacting impulsively. As you integrate these practices, it's important to keep in mind that creating lasting inner peace is an ongoing journey requiring patience and dedication. A meaningful reflection in this process is understanding that peace is found not merely in the absence of challenges, but in embracing them with an open heart and mind. This evolving perspective fosters a profound inner strength that encourages you to face adversity with confidence and poise. To illustrate this journey, let's revisit Laura, who embraced these practices after initially transforming her life. After recognizing her stress triggers, she took the time to unpack her emotional responses through journaling. Each entry uncovered more insights about herself and the patterns of stress in her daily life. By prioritizing self-care, she began to engage in activities that rejuvenated her spirit, reinforcing her ability to remain composed amidst chaos. Laura also embraced mindfulness through regular meditation, finding solace in stillness. Through her commitment to these practices, she cultivated an impenetrable sense of inner peace, enabling her to confront challenges with newfound grace. In this way, Laura's story exemplifies how intentionally reflecting on triggers, prioritizing self-care, and cultivating mindfulness can significantly enhance your emotional landscape. The beauty of this journey lies in the transformation that unfolds as you commit to the process. Your efforts to create a lasting inner peace will gradually reframe your perspective, shifting from surviving each day to thriving in abundance. As you embrace each step along this path, remember that every choice you make contributes to a calmer and more fulfilled self, creating ripples of harmony that extend into all aspects of your life. Your ideal of peace is not only attainable, but also a journey rich with personal growth and discovery. Consider Mia, a freelance writer who struggled with self-doubt every time she faced a new project. Each rejection from editors left her feeling defeated. Yet she embraced a growth mindset. Instead of giving up, Mia began seeking feedback on her rejected pieces and attended workshops to improve her skills. She focused on the lessons learned from each critique and viewed rejections as stepping stones toward her improvement. By diligently applying the feedback, Mia gradually refined her writing style, developing a unique voice that resonated with readers. Eventually, her persistence paid off when a leading magazine accepted her article. Mia's journey illustrates how embracing challenges and focusing on growth can transform fear into confidence, fueling her success as a writer. To deepen your understanding of creating lasting inner peace, consider these reflective prompts designed to inspire self-application and growth. How might you identify specific triggers that disrupt your sense of calm, and what action steps can you take to manage these stressors effectively? Engaging with this question can help you develop proactive strategies for handling emotional challenges. Additionally, how might you prioritize self-care this week by scheduling moments of rejuvenation and relaxation into your daily routine? Creating intentional time for self-care is essential for nurturing your well-being. Finally, how might you incorporate a mindfulness practice into your day, even if it's just a few mindful breaths or a moment of gratitude? This practice can significantly enhance your emotional resilience and ability to remain centered. As we conclude this chapter, remember that cultivating lasting inner peace allows you to rewire your responses to life's challenges and ignite a sense of calm amidst the chaos. By reflecting on your emotional triggers, prioritizing self-care, and practicing mindfulness, you create a powerful blueprint for emotional well-being. In the next chapter, we will explore how to establish healthy boundaries, empowering you to protect your tranquility and foster more satisfying relationships. If you're finding inspiration in this journey, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, where we continue to unveil transformative strategies to enhance your personal development. Your journey toward inner peace and fulfillment is just beginning, and the best is yet to come. In conclusion, this journey has transformed limiting beliefs into unstoppable habits, empowering you to embrace your potential fully. Each chapter has offered blueprints to foster resilience, cultivate positivity, and create lasting inner peace. Now, I encourage you to select one actionable strategy from this book and apply it today, no matter how small, and share your victory with your community. Thank you for investing in your growth, as lifelong success blossoms through these daily actions. If you found value in this journey, please like, comment, and subscribe to the Brainpower Blueprint YouTube channel as we continue to explore ways to elevate your personal development.